1,400 years ago nobody knew that fear is linked to the heart. Today we know this is false. Fear is felt in the heart just as in the brain. The heart is able to influence how the brain responds to a fearful event, depending on which point it is at in its regular cycle of contraction and relaxation. Fear from the heart. Conditions and emotions can be influenced by bodily physiology. Here, we investigated whether the processing of brief fear stimuli is selectively gated by their timing in relation to individual heartbeats. Emotional and neutral phases were presented to human volunteers at cardiac systole, when ejection of blood from the heart causes arterial baroreceptors to signal centrally the strength and timing of each heartbeat, and at diastole, the period between heartbeats when baroreceptors are quiescent. Participants performed behavioral and neuroimaging tasks to determine whether these interoceptive signals influenced the detection of emotional stimuli at the threshold of conscious awareness and alter judgments of emotionality of fearful and neutral faces. Our results show that fearful faces were detected more easily and were rated as more intense at systole than at diastole. Correspondingly, amygdala responses were greater to fearful faces presented at systole relative to diastole. These novel findings highlight a major channel by which short-term interoceptive fluctuations enhance perceptual and evaluative processes specifically related to the processing of fear and threat, and counter the view that baroreceptor afferent signaling is always inhibitory to sensory perception. Fear is felt in the heart just as in the brain. This was known recently, however it was portrayed in the Quran 1,400 years before it was discovered. Quran. We will throw fear into the hearts of those who disbelieve, because they attribute to Allah partners for which He revealed no sanction. Their lodging is the fire. Miserable is the lodging of the evildoers. We will throw fear into the hearts of those who disbelieve. Today we know that fear is linked to the heart. No mistakes in the Quran. Carionoparalysis is a temporary paralysis caused by lightning strike. Lightning injury. Lightning strikes can also induce a transient paralysis known as carionoparalysis. Signs and symptoms of carionoparalysis include lack of pulse, pallor or cyanosis, and motor and sensory loss in the extremities. However, carionoparalysis usually resolves within a few hours. A lightning strike can cause temporary paralysis. This was only known recently. However, this was portrayed in the Quran 1,400 years before it was discovered. Quran. But they defied the command of their Lord, so the lightning struck them as they looked on. They could not rise up, nor could they find help, they could not rise up. Today we know why. This is temporary paralysis from the lightning strike.